Chemical changes. Learning intention. I will understand elements are made from one type of atom and have unique properties. Elements are the simplest chemicals. They are made of one type of atom and they can be found listed on the periodic table. Each element has unique properties and no two elements are the same. What are properties? Properties are the features of that element, and they might include size of the atoms in the element. Here is a diagram showing different sizes of atoms. You'll notice the smallest one here for fluorine, and some of the largest ones on the opposite side of the periodic table down at the bottom, like cesium. Another property, an element's state. That means whether it's a solid, a liquid, or a gas. In this diagram, all the gases are represented in green, and they can be found on the right-hand side of the periodic table, apart from hydrogen. All the solids are found on the left-hand side of the periodic table. Most of the elements are solids, and you'll notice there are two elements which are liquids at room temperature. A third property, whether something is a metallic or non-metallic or metalloid element. Metals conduct electricity, they are shiny, they are malleable, which means they can be beaten into shape, and they are ductile, which means they can be stretched out into fibres. Here are all the non-metals. They're found on the right-hand side, and all the metals are found on the left-hand side of the periodic table. In the junction between the two, you find these elements which have features of both metal and non-metal and are called metalloid. And a fourth property, radioactivity. This means that they decay and release radioactive particles. And there are quite a few radioactive elements. They're all shown up here in fluorescent green. And you will have heard of some of them, like uranium, and some of the most recently discovered and named elements, like oganesson and tennessine, are found here. Some of these elements are radioactive and decay really quickly, like 61 milliseconds it takes for the livermorium to decay to half its quantity. But some of these last a long time, like 2.34 times 10 to the 7 years. It takes a long time for uranium to decay. So here are all the elements of the periodic table.